flow, flow, flow. Into the ground it goes. Flow, flow, flow. Racing through the hose. Flow, flow, flow. Deep below the shale it flows. Flow, flow, flow. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows if and when it ever shows. We were on our way to the Smoky River for some kind of death-defying race when Whitey stopped the van beside a large-lined pond and said, "Everyone thinks they're looking at a gas well." Voltaire replies, "Nope, first you're looking at a water project." Whitey points toward the forest. "The gas comes later. Before you can crack the rock, you've got to move millions of liters of water. Almost all of the modern Montney and Duvernay gas wells in the region are slickwater or hybrid slickwater fracks. Nearly everything in this corridor drilled in the last 20 years uses some form of slickwater hydraulic fracturing." Payne asked, "What is slickwater?" Flow, flow, flow. Into the ground it goes. Flow, flow, flow. Racing through the hose. Flow, flow, flow. Deep below the shale it flows. Flow, flow. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows if and when it ever shows. Whitey replied, "It's simple. 99% water, add 1% sand and additives to help carry the sand into the fractures." Voltaire added, "The sand holds the tiny fractures open after the pressure is released so gas can continue flowing." "Where does the water come from?" Earl asked. "The Athabasca, Smoky, Little Smoky, McLeod, or Pembina rivers, but only under license conditions. Some groundwater comes from deep saline aquifers that aren't suitable for drinking. Companies recycle water that comes back up after previous fracks. Instead of disposing of it, they clean it and use it again. Rare for large developments to use municipal water because it's too expensive." Payne asked, "How much water does a well use?" "One modern horizontal Montney well might use 20 to 80,000 cubic meters during completion. That's 80 million liters for one well. Some very long laterals use over 100 million liters. If you consider that an Olympic swimming pool holds about 2.5 million liters. One well might use 8 to 30 Olympic swimming pools of water." Flow, flow, flow. Into the ground it goes. Flow, flow, flow. Racing through the hose. Flow, flow, flow. Deep below the shale it flows. Flow, flow. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows if and when it ever shows. Mainly during the few days or weeks when the well is fractured. The well may produce gas for 20 years while using little water. How much for an entire pad? Imagine 12 wells, 40 million liters, each dry, 480 million liters. A 1990 Olympic swimming pool! The water arrives by temporary pipelines to avoid thousands of truck trips. Water is pumped from the river to storage, then to the well pad. Some of the water returns to the surface as flowback water over the first few weeks later. Additional water produced naturally from the formation is called produced water. Many operators now recycle much of that water for future fracturing operations. Everybody thinks the water goes back where it came from. Nope, most of it never sees daylight again. Some comes back and gets recycled into the next well. The rest is either reused or injected thousands of meters underground once it leaves the river for fracking. Very little ever returns to that same watershed. Flow, flow, flow. Into the ground it goes. Flow, flow, flow. Racing through the holes. Deep below the shale it flows. Flow, flow, flow. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows if and when it ever shows.